वाह शुरू होते ही खत्म कर दिया सब
राज आज तू एक काम कर तू बहुत सीखी
हो गया काम हो गए
बोलिए
फिर भी चलो मैं कर दो
हरीश नहीं
आ रहा है एक मिनट सामने बैठ निकल तू तो जा ये कर दिया
Anish will say yes.
Was
Yes.
you told you want to go.
But he's not coming here. Last week check करो क्या यूपी में पहली
नहीं गया हो गया इससे नहीं
तो आ जाता
हाँ
लाइव स्ट्रीम में चेक करेगा
अभी
क्यों
ये दिख रहा है
no I have started go like last year
नहीं नहीं ये जो आप बुक दिखा रहे हैं उधर दिखना चाहिए
हाँ बड़ी एनसीईआरटी है सबके हाथ में
यही
अरे पर वो नहीं दिख रहा है
ये
रहने दो हटा दो
नहीं नहीं रहने दो।
What happened is आते आते कितना खाना शुरू किया स्कूल से आके I don't know bring how much we have learned that class? You tell me. Remember?
Commercial farming.
Okay.
Ma'am, the subsistence farming भी आता है.
Commercial also explained.
Commercial also भी.
हाँ.
Commercial.
You just tell that what is subsistence farming. Okay, try. That you should come here.
Commercial farming.
What is subsistence farming? Try.
When the farmer grows crops for his or her family only. Not for sale. Not for sale.
That is what the subsistence farming. Then we have seen in the subsistence farming different methods are introduced. That is, which all are the methods introduced? Can you tell? Subsistence farming.
It is a type of farming where the farmer grows the crops for his own use.
That is what the definition they also told. What is that?
It is mainly done
Slash and burn farming. Then we have seen
it
that.
is mainly done with the help of primitive farmers.
Okay. Then we have seen it is known by different names in different places. Then we also learned about intensive subsistence farming. What is intensive subsistence farming? Then intensive.
Intensive.
Then
Then I guess.
where high fertilizers and chemicals are used for high yields. That is
Yes.
called intensive subsistence.
Intensive. That means that a farmer, very small size of holding is there, where there is more population pressure, and that land is intensively cultivated. That is maximum use of that available land. Okay, you see that where there is high population pressure on land, it's labor intensive farming where high doses of biochemical inputs and irrigation are used to obtain maximum production. Okay, then next is that extensive farming or commercial farming. What is extensive farming?
It is the area where population pressure is low and the size of farm is large.
Yes, extensive. That the land they use machinery and all for increasing the production. Large size land where there is less population pressure and the land is extensively cultivated with the help of high yielding varieties of seeds, chemical fertilizers, and tractors, tillers, and other farm machinery. So that is what extensive. But this extensive farming is also known as commercial farming. Can you tell why it is known as commercial farming? Extensive farming is also known as commercial farming. What is commercial farming?
Farming for commercial crops like rice and all.
Many the crops are just food crops also, substance also. But in some cases it is commercially. That is for sale purpose. Understood? That the crops are grown for sale purpose. Earlier we have seen it is the opposite of subsistence. Subsistence means it is for the farmers' needs they are producing. Now commercial farming means they are producing for sale. Did you get the point difference? So you will get that distinguish between subsistence and commercial. Can you tell one of the difference between subsistence farming and commercial farming? Right, subsistence.
Maybe commercial farming high doses of modern inputs like fertilizers and all are used, and in intensive subsistence farming, like they are used in less amount.
See, first definition, that is how can you define?
Substance in this farming, primitive tools are used, and in extensive, the
Farming is for sale and is not for sale and commercial.
That should be the first definition. Subsistence means the survival of farmer and his family it is produced. Commercial farming means it is mainly produced for sale. Whatever points you told is correct, but whenever you are writing and distinguish between, first point should be the definition, actual definition of it. Understood? Wherever the corrections are required, I am telling you side by side. Okay, so commercial farming you understood? So large scale farming. This commercial farming can also be, see, you told about rice and all. See, in Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh and all,
over-irrigation.
they are producing in large scale for sale purpose. Whereas in South Indian states, it is for survival purpose. They are not producing in large scale. Understood? The crops are different. Whereas this one, you take that example of cotton. Cotton is a cash crop as well as commercial crop. Means it is grown for sale purpose only. Industrial raw material. Did you understand the difference? Some of the food crops are commercial crop because it is producing in large scale. Ananya, did you get the meaning? So commercial farming understood? Now, along with that, there is this extensive farming. Another type of farming is that a plantation agriculture. Have you heard about a plantation agriculture? What is plantation? You write the definition. Plantation. Commercial farming definition written, no? So plantation, right. A single crop grown in large estates. large estate. Okay, then second point. It is planted in rows, ROWS. It is planted in rows. Okay, example, tea, coffee, banana, rubber, etc. Did you get the meaning of this one, plantation? See, plantation, what is that? A large estate is meant for the cultivation of a single crop. Commercial crop also we have seen that a large scale that cultivation or production also. But here the difference is that one estate is meant for, or large estate is meant for a single crop. Banana plantations are there, then rubber plantations are there, tea plantations are there. All these are plantation crops. Did you get the meaning? Let us move to the next topic, that is cropping patterns. See, there are certain agricultural seasons in which that crops are grown. That is what we call by the term cropping patterns. Or agricultural seasons. Accordingly, we have three agricultural seasons. The first one is Kharif. You just write it so that in short you can understand. Kharif. This is what rainy season crop or with the onset of monsoon. The season start with the onset of monsoon. Have you written? You write? No. It start with the onset of monsoon. For example, in South India, the agricultural calendar begin with the monsoon. You have learned in your last year syllabus, geography, climate. In that climate, the last part you have studied about how monsoon act as a unifying force. So, with the arrival of monsoon, everything started. You know that festivals are starting, that cropping seasons are starting. So, like that, here with the onset of monsoon, the agricultural calendar begin. That is called a Kharif season. Did you understand? So, we know that in South India, the main type of soil is black soil. The black soil is having a peculiar nature. Do you know what is the nature? It is clayey, isn't it? Sticky in nature it is having. And in the dry season, it forms cracks. So, with the pre-monsoon showers, the land is cleared. And just when the monsoon starts, they will start sowing the seeds. So that is why this word is that onset of monsoon. Understood? With the coming of monsoon, this Kharif season start. And the most important Kharif crop is rice. This you have to by heart. Otherwise, you will make a mistake. Sometimes the question is coming about that the harvesting of rice or paddy. That picture will be given, and you will be asked the question, that is which season this crop is growing. the temperature and rainfall requirement for this crop. So don't think that you will get the direct question. Got it? So which is the main kharif crop? Rice. After that kharif season, then comes rabi. Second season is rabi. Rabi is the winter crop. It is sown, that means here onset of monsoon means you can remember that June to September this cropping season, kharif cropping season. Then afterwards, October onwards, the sowing of rabi will start and it will be harvested by February. Okay, so that is why it is called it is winter crop, October to February. Is it clear? Now, the best example of a rabi crop is which? So you sit here only today. Yes. No. Yes, yes. Today you sit here. Here. No. What's yours? He was so much restless in your absence. Now I am increasing his restlessness. See his face, you see. You be quiet, you learn. No. I want to make you learn only. Because the marks are not satisfactory. When I am checking, I find that this you are understanding sometimes, not understanding, so must be if it is reduced. You can get mark. You also have to improve. You can score. You can score more than that.
About 40, only 1 mark.
No, like that. Some other subjects.
15 में से 16 ला
15 में से 16 ना? Okay.
Yes, at one. उसको 15 62 लाना.
हाँ, that's
किसको?
Sara you see.
Let me see that, and then I will change you. No, I will. Yes. Who got a 16 out of 15? Relax. First you sign. Start. Okay. Who got 16 out of 15?
There's a 12. अरे पहले एक ही बने होते हैं.
This subject?
maths.
Why?
Upside.
Because of handwriting.
Upside. 1 mark per.
No, that student is not there in social, no? Okay. Now, for the time being, you just write. And the third season is Zaid cropping season. Zaid cropping season is mostly summer crop. Zaid is summer cropping season. Mostly watermelons, that is some fruits and vegetables. Vegetables like a cucumber, peas, etc. are grown in the Zaid cropping season. Okay. So, which are the 3 cropping seasons as well then? Tell me.
Summarize it.
You just come
Rabi
to
is there and Kharif.
what is the Kharif cropping season? You just
Yeah.
October, right?
May,
October,
rain, winter, summer season, rainy season.
Page.
Please. What is it? No, you did not do anything, but you are not learning. And that is why you are not understanding anything in my lecture. No?
I have watched.
No, no, no. Really. You are not understanding anything, no? Ah, no, no, no. I know that whatever you are talking, leave it. I don't mind it. Eh?
Actually.
So, three cropping seasons you understood? Let him read cropping patterns. The full part.
Page number.
You read. I told you. Yes, you.
We have studied the physical diversity and plurality of the cultures in India. There are also reflected in agricultural practices and cropping patterns in the country. Various types of food and fiber crops, vegetables and fruits, spices and condiments, etc. constitute some of the important crops grown in the country. India has three cropping seasons: Rabi, Kharif, and Zaid. Rabi crops are sown in winter from October to December and harvested in summer from April to June. Some of the important rabi crops are wheat, barley, peas, gram, and mustard. Though these crops are grown in large parts of India, states from the north and northwestern parts such as Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand, and Uttar Pradesh are important for the production of wheat and other rabi crops. Availability of precipitation during winter months due to western temperate cyclones helps in the success of these
You
crops.
stop. See, wheat crop requires winter rainfall or irrigation. You have already learned about that western disturbance. Do you remember? Ninth standard, you studied about western disturbance. That is a temperate cyclone which originate from Mediterranean, travel all the way, and on its way it carry moisture from Caspian Sea and other water bodies, and then hit in the northwestern part of India and give rainfall in that region. So Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal, all these regions are given. Delhi also light showers sometimes. But this particular area, it is the time they want the water. That is irrigation. That is the wheat crop is ripening. That time it requires few days rainfall, light showers. So it was getting during that time. That is why it is, even though it disturbs the climate of India, because it is a winter season. Winter season and rainfall means it will disturb the climate. But it is good for the rabi crop. Okay? Continue.
However, the success of the Green Revolution in Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh, and parts of Rajasthan has also been an important factor in the growth of the above mentioned rabi crops. Kharif crops are grown with the onset of the monsoon in different parts of the country, and these are harvested in September to October. Important crops grown during the season are paddy, maize, jowar, bajra, tur, arhar,
Arya.
moong, urad, cotton, jute, groundnut, and soya bean. Some of the most important rice-growing regions are Assam, West Bengal, coastal regions of Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Maharashtra, particularly the Konkan coast, along with the Uttar Pradesh and Bihar recently. Paddy has also become an important crop of Punjab and Haryana. West Bengal
Paddy is
and
rice.
Acha paddy.
He thought something else.
Daddy.
Eh?
He thought daddy.
Okay.
three crops, West Bengal and Odisha. Three crops of paddy are grown in years. These are Os, Aman, Guru.
This three varieties of rice. Oats, Aman and Boro. These are the three varieties because see, rice cropping we are having. See, it is given Oats, Aman and Boro. These are the see instead of one cropping. Here, what you have to understand, we learned that Kharif crop rice, but at that time only during the monsoon, if it is growing, only one crop can be grown. But in India, some parts, three varieties of this rice is growing with the help of irrigation also. In North India, whereas wheat is grown, in South India, rice only grown. That is why three varieties or three, which are that Oats, Aman and Boro. These names you have to remember. What you have to. Okay,
In
continue.
between the Rabi and the Kharif seasons, there is a short season during the summer months known as the Zaid season. Some of the crops produced during Zaid are rice, watermelon, muskmelon, cucumber, vegetables, and fodder crops. Sugarcane takes almost a year to do. Major crops. A
Yes,
variety
wait.
of food.
Now you are going to learn about different crops. So when you are learning about different crops, you have to learn like this. Listen. See, if you are learning about rice, one of the cereal. So what is its position? Where it is cultivated? What are the climatic conditions like temperature, rainfall, etc. All these things you have to learn. So what do you do after reading that each part, that is one crop you are taking and you make a table out of it and then afterwards I will ask the question. Okay. While reading, that is 5 minutes time I will give you to learn about rice. It is like that only. Otherwise, you know that a question when it is coming, you will not remember. Rice.
Major crops.
Major crops. A variety of food and non-food crops are grown in different parts of the country, depending upon the variations in soil, climate, and cultivation practices. Major crops grown in India are rice.
Everyone, you read that rice first and you make that table in your notebook. You make that rice, what is its position, major staple food crop, that is the first one. Then, what is the position? Second largest producer of rice after China. Second, next point you have to write about what is the temperature requirement, what is the rainfall requirement, and third, last part is that where it is grown. This way you make the table, so it will be very easy for you to learn. For example, alright. How many pointers we have to make or table? Table you have to make. That is one first crop. Because then four parts you just. Wait. One you will learn. So many others. First you are going to in this. See, you will get a picture. This type of picture if it is shown. You have to identify the crop and the season and temperature and rainfall. That way the question is coming. So if you are not learning, you will lose that sometimes full mark. Okay. Next. Explain the conditions. Cropping season. that is position. That is, it is a major staple crop, then position, second largest producer in the world. Then temperature, rainfall requirement, and the area. State.
Mom, cropping.
Obey. क्या बना?
You just go on the
My.
minute.
Only.
No.
This one.
Yes, so like that, no. What time you came, you
Let him
have to
stand
inform.
out.
Go. Go and tell.
What should I do?
You just go and meet that sir.
अरे sign कर.
Mom, whatever cropping pattern.
Pattern and all, it is not.
Cropping season, sorry.
Kharif crop.
We have to write, no?
Kharif crop, no? The way to come here. Why you were late?
Today exams were over, so I slept a lot.
Time to also not scheduled.
No.
Yes. Just no class today.
Yeah, it was showing.
It was not.
I did most the calls and the
This one. But today was also
that is not YouTube.
It was only for today it was.
Not it was showing, but roles we have to increase then only we because some abhyas were pending.
Pending में अभ्यास आए.
Today Tuesday.
Social governance है.
No social is there.
Yes, power sharing.
Power sharing.
Taking out the problem.
Done.
Gradual then you just hide. I want you all should get 15 marks, 15 out of 15. You got some parts you did not. You did not study. Where you are ready, there you
For
will.
geography, resource and development, then federalism, money and credit, the making of the global world, manufacturing industries, forest and wildlife resources, water resources, English, Allah.
So all this one day.
10 days are good.
Completed? Rice crop, have you completed?
Yes.
I will, this thing tell you to close that work, close the book, this part also will be ask the question. You will get the mark also, based on that. Completed or not?
Complete.
Learn it.
No.
Temperature, rainfall, places it is growing.
Northern constituencies.
States are not there.
States are
Haryana.
Ma'am,
Right.
after the pages
After. Yes, ma'am, I said that. I know.
No,
No, not
actually,
here.
this one, coastal age, northeastern India. Plains of north and northeastern India, coastal areas and the deltaic regions. Understood? Another is that actually climate based, Punjab, Haryana and all, it should not be the rice cultivating area.
Above 25 humidity and rainfall should be above 100 meters, and these are found in the region,
Deltaic.
regions, which are Haryana, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, and Rajasthan.
So these are the that is non-agricultural growing areas, but still it is grown with the help of irrigation. That is what. Yes.
No, it's
Rice is completed. Then wheat you complete after that 3 crops together I ask. Wheat you write.
Wheat.
You are not having textbook.
or no,
Not having.
no,
Yes. Eh? Beyond that, no. Next page.
There is no position given.
Eh?
It is the main crop.
It is the main cereal crop. But
most
second most important.
Position.
Second, again, this is also having the second. This. Okay. It is. Actually, if it is not given, don't worry. Whatever is given, you have. Make the note of it. What are you doing? Where is your mobile? Give it me.
Mom has a Nokia, small one.
But what's this thing?
He made. Hundred centimeters.
Whatever.
For rice, humidity with annual rainfall above 100 centimeters. No? 100 meters.
Oh no.
Like that. Tsunami is- Tsunami. Centimeters.
See, when it is given 50 to 75 annual rainfall evenly distributed. Evenly means that throughout the year that way range it should be. Understood? Or sometimes when it is very high rainfall, sometimes very low rainfall. No, it should be evenly distributed. That is why I told you western disturbance is good for this rabi crop. Okay. What is this? Completed? Which? Which completed? Ah, the millets. Ah, third crop is millets. Millet is rough fed cereals with Jowar, Bajra, and Rabi. They are pulses. No, move was no, that is pulse. These are millets. Okay.
What is the difference between pulses and millets?
Pulses are that protein, high protein. These are calcium and iron.
Fiber.
And it is having that rough edge. Means that one is very good for that is
Gut health.
health. We will see that. You just see
No, animal
that.
rainfall is given any nutrients are required.
See, it can be grown in any regions. Dry regions also. The millets are called dry crops. Means it is not requiring special climatic conditions. But these three, you just take the video of millets. The available.
Yes. Pasta.
See, ragi is the then they are called by different names. Pearl millet and all. You just take that
Full video.
It's a very small video also the millets. Importance of millets you take. How much? No, not that much. Small one is.
No small videos.
Yeah,
Only
it is the no
Most in
importance of
shorts they show ma'am. Proper in shorts. Yes. हाँ. अरे ये तो पास्ता है.
See, this is bajra. Not having any this thing.
खेती होती है अच्छी लोग.
no proper videos. Those millet
ये हो गया
farmers.
और ये तो खेती
वो गाँव वाले लोग खेती नहीं करते पोस्टर से
Different millets grown in
अलीबाग
अच्छा, वो-
pictures you can see.
आदमी को
हाँ
मेरी कंपनी को भी है
दोनों मिला के
So you do with
Yes, 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 very good. Yes. Product producing states in India.
see, these all are different types of millets. You might have seen in your that shops.
तेरी ना क्या
Pearl millet.
अलग से बोलते हैं
फॉक्सटेल मिलेट्स ये
What happened?
पानी ऐसे
So the in market there is small rice type. Its name is the
Quinoa millet is
ah. I also Ravi is Shrila's finger millet.
Okay, so rice combination of
Then you just then you use a
soda oil है.
हाँ
Soda oil.
वो ज़्यादा तुम्हारी है तुम्हारी पता बोलेगा this ठीक है
Ah, okay. What definition? What is millets? The definition just now told us.
millet
Ah,
belongs to the group of grasses
grass family. It is
providing food for animals provides a pasture for animals and
that is in our diet calcium and iron.
they ask us about the benefits of millet.
Yes, when the topic is done, then they can ask. Ah, this is most important. Rich in fiber. What even very important knowledge. This is what the romance food. Before completing, wave comes down. Okay, so three crops we have studied. The first one, rice. What type of crop is rice? Kharif crop. What? How much temperature and the rainfall?
Above 25.
About 25 degree Celsius. And high humidity and what is the rainfall?
100
centimeter. Which are the regions it is growing?
Punjab, Haryana,
Deltaic region, northeastern part, northern plains. These are the major rice producing, and it is the major staple food of the country and the second largest producer in the world. Got it clear? Now, second, wheat. What type of crop is wheat? You tell me.
North,
Rabi crop. Okay.
is
That
found in northwestern part.
northwestern part of India and also
It
even
was
central plains.
75 centimeter of annual
50 to 75 centimeters of annual rainfall, and it is grown in that cool climate. Okay, cool climate. Then, but anything else is left out about wheat? Hmm? Which are the regions we discussed? Ganga, Sutlej plain,
and black soil regions.
And that's the regions of
Deccan plain. Okay. Now, next important crop, it's a group of crops that is called millets. So, what is millet? Can you give some examples of millets
Jawar, bajra,
and ragi? These are the three. And what is the importance of this millets?
they are a good substitute of rice.
Yes.
They are
High
high
nutrition.
They
Yes.
are gluten free.
High nutrition.
High nutrition.
iron and calcium.
Then it is considered as the poor man's food. Okay. Roughage. Roughage and nutrients and fiber content.
They are part of the family of grasses.
It belongs to the family of grasses. Got it clear? Now,
We can also write about its cultivation, right? Easy to cultivate, low pesticide.
yes, it did not require particular climatic condition. That is why anywhere it can be cultivated, and it did not require much rainfall or other kind of temperature requirements. Okay. Then next crop is maize. What is maize?
Fodder crop.
Fodder crop, but a corn, no? It is available now. This particular season, it is available. What is the peculiarity? It's a crop which is used both as food and fodder. And it's a what type of crop? Kharif crop. And what is the temperature requirement? 21 to 27. See why I am stressing this one should not interchange. When you are writing, there is one part interchange and then you are not getting mark, you will think that why I lose mark. So 21 to 27 degrees Celsius is the temperature and grows well in old alluvial soil. What is old alluvial soil? Then another where it is grown, which is the major maize producing state in Bihar, and Use of modern inputs such as HYG fertilizers and irrigation have contributed to the increasing production of maize. Major producing areas are Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Okay, so we have reached up to that much. Now next part is about I think